Great. So Inner Marriage, friends, is a workshop which focuses more on the inside, the masculine, the feminine, inner masculine and inner feminine. Because I feel the more I work with couples and relationships, I feel there is an importance of understanding the inner marriage before we go for the outer marriage. But it doesn't happen like that. I mean, we are going for the outer marriage and then we question what is inner marriage. Both is okay. But the beauty of inner marriage is every man and woman, if the man needs to understand the woman, he needs to find his inner woman. And if the woman needs to understand the man, woman needs to find her masculine inside, right? And friends, we all have these energies, right? If you believe in past lives, we know that these archetypes, they do live inside us. This workshop would focus on more of experiential. So I will be taking you through a process to meet that inner man and woman, and we'll be doing a process on inner marriage in this session. Because if you have read Carl Jung talks about these archetypes that are there inside us. Once we meet that archetype, friends, it is so beautiful. Once you know your inner woman, if the man knows his inner woman, he would know all women outside and he would know what his inner woman is looking for. So, if you already have a partner, you will find there would be a change in your relationship with your partner because, you will start first taking care, as a man, you'll first start taking care of your inner woman. And the woman can also consciously take care of the inner man. So it's not like a technique kind of thing, but it's like an awareness that expands in us. And suddenly we feel a completion inside. So this is so important, friends, to feel a completion inside so that we don't depend on the external partner. So many demands and expectations we have in a relationship. So when we discover our inner masculine and feminine, I feel you have a more of a dependency inside. You feel more whole, and then two whole people, like externally, can share a more beautiful relationship. So that is my understanding, and inner marriage is a very beautiful, beautiful subject. There is so many techniques in Taoism and Tantra where they are always delving into this inner marriage. They focus on it. So I welcome you to this workshop. It's a 3 hours workshop on 14th August. So I'm still, I know what I'm going to do in the workshop. It's more, I would say 70-80% practical. There will be very less theory. We have a lot of sharing. And I feel the group energy is going to drive this. I'm very excited. And if you are there, I'm sure it will be more exciting. So that was inner marriage.
Yeah, so whoever can, I mean, they are free on 14th, 4 to 7, please do join. I mean, it's just at 1,250 rupees for 3 hours. So like I said, he's been kind enough to, because this is a concept which at Healclinic and Aditya, we both want to take it out and have more and more people experience it. These are not concepts which are very widely acknowledged, or, I mean, they're things which make us a little uncomfortable. That's the reason why we said that let's shorten the format, because generally these workshops are for around, I think, 8 to 9 hours. He does it across 2 days. So we said, let's at least give a taste of this concept to people. So it would be really nice if people could join and share this with others whom you think would be interested. That would be really nice.
So these kind of workshops, when I was doing, I named this Bliss Shop because it's about experiencing bliss. So it's about experiencing wholeness. So we're not going into I would say not like wounds and all those stuff. I think it's more on, let us focus on more of our bliss and pleasure, and it can heal. It can equally heal. We don't need to go and look into the, dig into the wounds and all that. Bliss can, liberate us as well. So Osho said there are two paths of awakening. You can go crying or you can go laughing. So you can choose. You want to laugh and go and dance and celebrate and go, or you want to cry and go to that path. So that's, this is a part of the happy one.
Yeah, no, I think that's a very important concept, because we have always been told in healing that, jitne challenges aayenge, jitna roge, utna zyada release ho raha hai. Not necessary. You can release laughing also.
No. I got this clarity from my mentor very clearly. Pain is a choice, and pain doesn't do good.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, pain does teach compassion, but we don't have to choose pain. Deliberately, we don't have to go and, oh, come, abel mujhe maar. Not required.
नहीं, बचपन से सिखाया जाता है, मार्क्स चाहिए तो पढ़ाई करो, 20-20 घंटे पढ़ाई करो, पेन लो तभी मार्क्स मिलेंगे. So I think that's something we are trained in from the childhood.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah, okay, coming to today's topic, which is again an interesting topic. Hoping all of you all have seen his last 2 weeks topic, which was about mother energies. Because this is, I wouldn't say continuation, but it's the complementary part to that, where today we'll be looking at father energies.
Yeah, so today is father energy and how it is related to sexual healing. That is the topic. So friends, okay, let me see. Yeah, okay. So generally, when we talk about father and sexual energy, I mean, especially in India, so I'm sure you all know the picture how it is. Yeah, fathers are distant and cold, right? No father is comfortable talking to the children. Yeah, so they would mostly the masculine energy that in our culture, they disapprove the sexual energy. They want to shy away or run away. They don't want to address this, right? And otherwise they will have a dominance. They would be using their power and control to talk about this energy, or it could be the other way. They would be very emotional and angry, right? So what happened is daughter is distant from the father. Daughter gets distant, and she never understands the father. But the daughter is, needs to understand the father as the first man in her life. Son needs that education because the father is the image of himself, right? So son needs the education about sexuality from the father. So friends, a good father, a nurturing father will always approve sexuality. So sometimes it is just not by talking, it is the energetical presence of the father also. Not always he needs to talk about it, but the way he would be there, present, and holding safe, that you're protected, you're safe, because father is the backbone of the child, right? And sexual integrity is very important. How the father has educated their children about sexuality. So a good father would teach integrity, sexual integrity, right? A good father will teach that you need to face sexuality with awareness. He would be like a friend, like a friend available for his children. And he would teach the children to take responsibility and how to handle emotions, right? So I'm not sure how many of us have gone through such a childhood where mother and father were open to this subject, and they have guided us rightly. Because mostly when I talk to people, it has not been like that in our, especially our Indian culture. It's not been spoken about, right? So friends, how to heal now? Most of the fathers have been distant. They have been angry, and they didn't know how to handle this. They were not taught by their father and mother, and by their father and mother, and their father and mother. So it goes through generations that this energy is not talked about, and there is no sex education in our Indian homes, right? So what to do now? We are adults, and okay, maybe our father and mother, they are old. How to heal? So first, understand that the healthy relation with the masculine is so important. Either you are a male or a female. Even the female needs the healthy masculine energy to make her balanced. And even, of course, the man does needs the healthy male energy from the father. How do you heal it? So the way to heal it is start making a conscious connection with the divine masculinity. So for me, divine masculinity, I resonate with the Lord Shiva. And practicing, embodying the qualities of the Lord Shiva in our daily life. This is how you heal your connection with the divine masculinity. So I will give you some pointers of the qualities of the divine masculine or Shiva. So first, we know that Shiva is Shava. That means he resides more in nothingness. He is like a dead, he's like always in the shunyata. Right? So we need to learn to let go of the mind in our daily activities. Be there moment to moment practice. Practice of awareness is the practice of divine masculinity. And we have to slowly bring this practice, the practice of awareness, in our sexual act also. If we don't practice it in, like I was talking the other day, not the masculine is just not penetrating at the time of a sexual activity. No, he's always in a penetrative mode. He wants to look into knowledge and penetrate that. He wants to look into a problem and he wants to penetrate that. So the penetrative quality of the masculine with awareness, and he has to do it moment to moment, right? Also for women, being in the present moment is a practice of the divine masculinity. And the more she can be in the present moment, later she can bring this presence in the sexual act also. Because most of the time, the sexual act, we are not present. We've gone somewhere. Some stories are going on in our head. We're not present, right? So when you are present, you will know what's happening in the body. You can be there more with your partner. You can work on your sexuality. Probably we are not present because of a lot of emotions and wounds that comes out during a sexual act, because it's a very intimate act, right? So the practice of presence is, I would like to focus. Shiva is Shava, right? Second is sexual mastery. Let your awareness, like I said, penetrate everything that you come across. I was talking about it. So have that penetrative quality. Look deeper. When you are looking at anything, look deeper. Look beyond the eyes. Look beyond the person. Look beyond the situation, not the periphery, right? So sexual mastery is about a penetrative quality and looking beyond the things. Third thing I would like you to have your attention when you are looking into healing your divine father quality in terms of sexuality is Tantra, the practice of Tantra. When I say practice of Tantra, it is nothing but acceptance of everything as it is. That is Tantra. Dropping all judgment and criticism. Practicing pure awareness. So Tantra is an inclusion, right? And Tantra teaches sexuality not in form of indulgence, but in form of a discipline, right? So practice of Tantra is accepted. Okay, this feeling is happening right now. So I welcome that. There's a good feeling, there's a bad feeling. So there is a deep acceptance in that. So acceptance is another quality of the divine masculine. Tantra, the practice of Tantra, acceptance with awareness. The fourth point I would like to share is Nilkantha, drinking the poison. So what Shiva does is he has drunk that poison, but he has kept the poison in the throat. He has not allowed the problem to go into his stomach. So what does that mean? Face your toxic emotions and fears. Drink it. Allow it to come to you, but don't let it go into your stomach. So don't let it go deep. Okay, you address it and express. Why the throat? Expression. So when there is a emotion or a pain, rather than going and digesting it, letting go into the stomach and making it like a poison, you start expressing the emotion. That is Neelkantha. He started dancing as an expression, right? So we all need to find our own expressions when we are facing these toxic emotions, toxic relationships. We have to communicate more. Right? I hope this point is clear. And the fifth point is mastery over death. Before we die physically, friends, we need to die mentally. The ego will die again and again. It says every moment with the breath, as we breathe in, we are breathing in life, and as the breath is leaving, we are dying. Every moment, there is a birth and a death happening. So it's okay to allow ourselves to die. Sometimes the mind needs to die. Death is a facing the fear of death or facing death, accepting death is a masculine quality. And why it is so important in sexuality? Because a death happens in a sexual act. At one point of the time, the ego dissolves. There is no man, there is no woman in the sexual act. For some fraction of time, when the orgasm happens, there's a death happening. So we need to practice this. Okay, death is a part. Investigate on death beforehand, and through meditation. Meditation is also a death-like process, right? So if we are aware of these things, we would heal our relation with the divine masculine. And then you can, your own biological father also, you can forgive him, and you can accept him just the way he is, because he can be your biological father, but you also have a divine father, like the Shiva or any other masculine figure that you resonate with more, right? Can be your divine father. Can guide you in your path. And the more you have this divine mother and father, and we are going to delve deeper in this subject in the inner marriage. Inner marriage is about meeting that man and woman inside you, right? So that you can understand what divine marriage is about. And the more you focus on the divine marriage inside, you have a picture of the divine marriage inside. That's what you're vibrating with inside, and you will be manifesting that in your reality also. If you're married, or if you want to attract another partner, whatever it is, right? So you will feel there is um, there's a change in the definition of marriage, what a marriage is all about. It's all external marriage is friendship, friends. Only inner marriage is the true marriage. all marriage are friendship. It's just friendship, that's it. Whoever it is, whatever husband wife you have, they cannot step into your inner boundary. No, you can have friendship. All relationships are friendship. All relationships are there to teach us. All relationships are tools for evolution. We keep we have this notion, sometimes I will get that one partner with whom I can really be intimate, and really that partner will understand my emotions. That person is also thinking the same thing. Yeah. So we become our inner lover. We become our we have an inner marriage inside us, and the more we are clear on this picture, we'll be clear about marriage. So that was the father's healing. I think the mother's sexual healing is there already recorded. If you have not gone through it, go through it, and let us heal our relationship with this divine wisdom. The father wisdom, the mother wisdom. Just hearing this, something opens in us, and we are able to form Because we have to change the picture. Inner picture needs to change. Yeah, so that is what I had to share today. These points, I'll repeat again. The first point is Shiva as Shava. Second is the sexual mastery. Third is Tantra, practice of acceptance. Fourth is Nilkantha, drinking the poison, not into the stomach, to the throat. And fifth is mastery of death. Yeah, so I'm open for questions right now. If you have any questions, any sharing, you can ask or share.
I think people are still taking in the information that you gave.
Yes, actually, it's a very new perspective. So we are still into integration
Yes.
part.
Yeah. But I feel, the more we are gathering in these kind of sanghas and we are talking about it, some like we start some shift starts happening with this awareness. At least this awareness, we start shifting perspective. And also people who have lost their father, they can still heal their relation with their father, because I lost my father in 2011 and I have been trying to heal my relationship with him before that, but I was not able to completely heal that. Even after that, my journey continued. And today I get very beautiful dreams of my father. He comes, he supports me. So my image of the inner father has changed. So it can happen that way also, because it's all energetic bonding, right, friends? It's all energetically we are connected. Yes. So I think Abhilash ji, namaste. You're coming for the first time, sir. Oh, nice to have you, sir. Very nice.
Hello.
Namaste, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
And hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for Naina. She told about the class
Oh, beautiful.
and fortunately, like 2019, I started exploring the path of Tantra. So, so it's been an amazing journey for the past few months.
Wonderful, sir.
As you said, a lot of things shifted inside me once I. So the first of all, when we hear like this terminology, there is a social conditioning that it is related to outward sex, but it is not.
Yes.
It is the things that needs to be shifted within.
Beautiful, sir.
So my perspective about the first of all, I told Naina that I could come out of the social conditioning, being ashamed of talking about sexuality. Why should we be ashamed of? We are talking many things. Why should we be ashamed of sexuality then?
Yes. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah. So we need to come out of that shell and to be able to, express without fear.
Yes. Wonderful. And sir, we would like to have you on Wednesday. We are having an event. It's there's a men's circle that we have every Wednesday.
Sure.
The men's circle is inviting all the women, because in the men's circle we keep talking women, right? So we say, why don't we invite women, and we want to hear them, and we want to pay our gratitude, our respects to women, so that we can grow more. So we have an event on Wednesday. It's a free event. All men and women, they are welcome to join.
Sure.
I have not planned much. Let's see what comes up in the event. Deepti ji, you also, please, we'd like to have you. We'd like to have your inputs, please, if you can manage.
Definitely, I'll try. Yeah, I will definitely try.
That would be wonderful.
So anybody has any questions regarding what he spoke just now, or around the concepts, or around the workshops, if you want to ask?
Leena ji is also new. Leena ji, I think coming for the first time, right? Hello, namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
I think
I
you
was
are.
just here through Naina. Naina sent me. Actually, she sent me the previous links also, but I could not able to attend. But it's
Okay.
fortunate to be here.
Very
And
nice. Very nice.
thank you. And
Thank you so much for joining, ma'am.
Yeah, we
this
should
is
thank Naina for encouraging more people to come here.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Actually,
Naina.
I
Yeah.
want this topic to reach to as many people as
Ah,
possible.
amazing. Naina has been like really, she's gearing up and she's very fast moving with this subject. Wonderful. So let us empower each other, friends. Like all men needs to empower women, all women needs to empower men. Something has gone wrong, last few decades. There's a lot of war going on. It says, some degree has, Earth has tilted in a way where this disbalance has happened. But now the balance is coming back. Until this man-woman war ends, we won't be able to go to the next shift. So let us empower, especially I feel women needs to be respected and they need to get their place. So only men, when they start, men will fight with me. They will say, even I fought earlier. I said, why will I say sorry first? Women should also say, men also have gone through so much pain. I'm not going to say sorry. But, eventually I understand when men are really respecting women, they don't grow small, because when you are respecting the Shakti, you become Shiva yourself. That's what happens. So, yes, women have gone through so much of pain. There's so much, the kind of society and conditioning. Men need to come up, and empowerment for women is more important first. When women are empowered, men will be empowered automatically. It would happen. So that's what my learning is. So that is the invitation for all the women to be there on Wednesday, so that we men can learn from you. So you're so important. Women are so important.
You were mentioning about this on August 14th. There is another, that's a
Yeah,
workshop,
August
right?
14th. Yeah, August 14th is the inner marriage. It's a workshop, 3 hours.
Okay.
And Wednesday, it's a men's circle. It's a free event where men and women are coming together for this discussion. So there are two events. This is on Wednesday, day after, and on 14th, it's an inner marriage. That's a 3 hours workshop.
Okay. Sir, in case there's any confusion, just WhatsApp us and we'll give you the details for both the events.
Yes.
So I think Wednesday is more of a place where men and women are coming together to talk about it. Like it will be like a circle where people
Yeah, it's a
discuss
circle.
about what comes up. So it's more free flowing.
Yeah.
14th, what we're talking about is a 3-hour event, which will be more structured, which is on a particular topic called inner marriage, where Aditya will explain the concept, and then he'll take you through I think it's more than an hour-long process that Aditya will take you through, where, let's say in your case, he will help you experience and meet and know your inner woman.
Okay.
Inner
The
woman
concept
and
is
inner
that,
man.
yeah,
Inner
like
man
you
also.
have an inner woman, I have an inner man, Naina has an inner man, Leena and Bhumi have an inner man. So we are always looking for a partner, lover, or soulmate outside, like a husband or a wife or a boyfriend, girlfriend. And we're always unsatisfied with what we get. But why is that? Because if we haven't yet met our other half of it, like in Ardhanareshwari, they say, right, that Shiva and Shakti, who are not separate. They're both inside, they're actually one. So
Yeah.
it's a similar concept that if we can find the other part of us inside,
Okay.
and we experience that bliss, then finding bliss in external relationships becomes easier.
So, and also understanding the needs of your inner man and woman. What kind of needs they have. And we will do the inner marriage also, so that you get a picture. We'll click a picture inside and put it inside in our hard drives, so that we come out of that picture all the time. Whenever, my husband is not there, he should be at home right now, I'm so lonely. I get back to my picture, right? I get back to my that frame all the time. so that, we have an inner reference. Inner reference is so important, friends. Our inner picture has been distorted, what we have seen outside. So we need to change the picture inside. So that is the intention of this inner marriage, so that we can project this in our external reality also.
So I'll put up the details of the workshop in the WhatsApp group, because it's there on our website. So a detailed explanation of what is happening and everything. So for anyone who wants to access it.
So is it a healing process also in that workshop, or it's you'll walk through only through the process, like the details into? So is it a healing session also? No, it's not a healing session, right? Or
yeah, so I would say, of course, it's a healing session, because you would be discovering something so beautiful inside you.
Sure.
Right? And Tantra, as you are practicing, is a path of celebration, right? They heal through celebration and pleasure, right? So it's a pleasurable, it's a blissful process, it's a happy process.
No, I'm just a beginner only, so I'm not in the Tantra. I just started exploring, so so I was naturally drawn to it, and so then out of curiosity, I went into it. Then I discovered that this is not something which I perceive. This is something to do with the internal shift. So the first sentence my Tantra instructor, when I to be honest, that's a lady from France, when she told me that Tantra is not sexuality, Tantra is with living with awareness. So I was like, it's not. So different conditioning of our mind goes away when we step into exploring, when we take a step forward to explore. So
and no matter yes, Abhilash ji, so no matter how much we read about Tantra books, Tantra cannot be written. It is a technique that transfers from the masters to the students. So it's more of an experience. You can read books on Tantra, but you can get an idea, like a mental idea about it. But going through the process, like these process, when you go through the process, it's like a inner awareness. It's an inner discovery that comes to you. Oh, yes, I know I have heard about this masculine, feminine thing outside, but today I experienced it. It's like a feeling, it's like a feeling. It's not like a mental concept. So we go into these feelings, and we want to go more into our feel. I think emotions needs to be healed. That is so important. That first thing, before we even go into awareness, we can't have awareness if we have too much of toxic emotions inside us. So yes, as you are right, Abhilashi, this is also like a healing, but a pleasurable healing. That's how I can put it. It's not like going into some painful memories and healing. So yeah, path of celebration, I can say. So thank you so much, Abhilash ji, Leena ji, Bhumi, Nayana, of course, for taking the time to join this. And for me also, it's always, I have to come with some new subject. So Deepti ji has given me work. Aditya, you have to speak something new. Oh, what do I do? So every week I am learning something new. It's a growth for me also. And talking about this subject in various ways has been amazing, like a creative journey for me also. I'm learning so much in these circles. So thank you for this beautiful space, Deepti ji.
Thank you for coming every Monday. I mean, it's been more than 2 months, I know, so it's a big commitment. So thank you so much for that. Like we said, our aim is to reach people, even if we can touch a few lives who can start talking about, and then you all can take it and spread, as Naina is doing, more and more people.
I think people are still not understanding this very well, but we have to keep simplifying it. Like we said, inner marriage, and people need to. I think inner marriage is a very good way to understand this subject more in depth. people who have like inhibition with tantra, and they get scared hearing about sexuality especially. Okay, friends.
Yeah. Chalo. Thank you so much to everybody for coming, and bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Great evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.